In unison. Repeat after me, Inoue Kamiko said. Today is September 1st. Not one student recited the words correctly. Children had an easier time picking up languages. This group of foreign adults would prove challenging. Something easier, Kamiko said. In unison. Tahara Sho is a bastard and my mother is a whore. 14 doe-eyes, eager but confused. Let's try this then, Kamiko said. My life is worth less than dung. It certainly didn't come as a surprise to her when she was called in and told she no longer had a job at the language school. Kamiko now faced life in a boarding house until she figured out her next move. She would never go back to Tahara Sho, but what kind of future would she have? She thought of her baby, the baby she was forced to surrender. She would reclaim him. He'd be a little boy by now. She stepped off the curb, and her shoe gave way. The street was moving? She wondered if she was having a dizzy spell. Glass broke behind her. A chunk of masonry missed her by mere inches. Fires everywhere. Kamiko raced to the only place she had left in the world, the classroom. A makeshift shelter for her and one other person, the Korean man from her class. He approached her. He had a large gash in his forehead. Blood trickled down his face. Betrayal for dung, he said. He was crying now. For dung, he said over and over. And then he switched to his native language and the words flew quickly, furiously. Now the roles had been reversed. Kamiko understood nary a word. She stared at the cracked walls, the desks all askew, the shattered windows. She sat up, drew her knees to her bosom. The classroom door swung open. It fell off its hinges, crashing into one of the desks. A group of men. What a relief. Kamiko had hoped volunteers might be going from building to building, helping. The Korean man spoke to them in his native tongue. Two of the men hurried toward him. One man raised a hand and punched him in the jaw. Kamiko screamed. All 4 men attacked now, and they shouted in Japanese. Words that Kamiko understood. Arsonist, Korean pig, robber. Kamiko rocked back and forth. My life is worth less than dung, she murmured over and over, in clear, concise Japanese.